Oh, hey, little note here before we start the tutorial. Please excuse me stopping to breathe like 10,000 times. I was still like half sick and extremely exhausted when I recorded this. And I know it might be a little annoying, so yeah, sorry about that. Anyway, on with the tutorial.
Hi guys, so this is a tutorial for your audition dance for Snow White. This is the guide video if you want to see like the full video with the music and everything. I'll send that too. But basically, this is our dance. This is to the tune of One Short Day from Wicked. Specifically, the bridge part right before the big final chorus. Alright, so let's get right into it, because this is a pretty huge dance. It's only about 25 seconds, but there's a lot going on. So we start with those first lyrics. Who's the mage? And now, for these, we're just taking 3 steps forward, but we're going to add a little twist to them. You know how ballerinas do this thing like... Well, we're going to kind of do that. So we're going to take 3 steps. First step, right foot. And then we're going to bring your feet up so you're standing on the front here. Your heel should be in the air. So that's on who's. So who's, and then on the, you put you bring second step on your left foot, bring them down. So who's the, and for mage we bring right foot over and then back up again. So who's the mage? And then on who's major, we're doing hang a little sachet to the right. Height, which if you don't know, you take right foot, right, left, right. So right one, if you step first in your right one, then left comes to meet the right one, right foot goes out again. So right, left, right. As we do that, we're going to add a little arm motion like this. So it's who's the mage, who's major. So it's this way. So start in the center, go out. So arm go up, center out. Da da da. Who's major? Now on itinerary, we're doing a jazz square. So we bring our right foot over, then our left foot to the back, right foot to the side, and then left foot to the front. And while we're doing that, we're gonna add a little arm motion. So itinerary is. On the next word is, that should be your 4th step. And then on making all laws merrier, we do a little funny little jazz step back to this. Some few little funny jazz steps back to the center. So making all laws merrier. Okay, so left, right. And now you see my hands are by my waist. So they just flip back and forth. They don't move. They just flip back and forth. So, making all laws merrier. So, putting the entire first part together, it goes, who's the mage, who's major, itinerary is making all laws merrier. That's our first one. And now, for our second part, so there's 4 parts to this. We just learned the first part. Now, here's our second part on who's the sage. So, we're doing 3 little hops forward. So hands in front, again, still by your waist. So bend the knees too. And then who's the sage? Now that third one, we're doing the ballet thing again. Except this time we're bringing our feet out. So knees together, our feet should be out. Like this. So, like that. So who's the sage? And then on who's sagely. We're going to lean on our left foot here, because we're going to bring our right arm to do a circle. So, who's the sage? Who's sagely? And then right at the end of sagely, your foot should go down, because right after that said, who's sagely, we're doing 2 pinwheels. Now, a pinwheel is this. So we're going to lean forward on this right leg, both hands on it. And we're going to bring our hands around. Now, as you can see, I don't do both hands like that. It should not be like a triangle. Instead, wait until your first hand is all the way up, and then do your second hand, like this. So we're going to do that, and then we're gonna do it back. So we did our Who's the Sage. Okay, so we did our Who's the Sage who sagely sailed in to save. Okay, and then on our posteriors, yes, I know this is a funny line, get over it. So we're gonna do like a little bow, but again we're gonna add a little hand movement to it. So we're gonna do our arms 4 circles. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can see they go further down as we go on, and after the 4th one, we're just sort of like presenting to the floor. Just who sailed in to save our posteriors, and we got that. So that entire second part is Who's the Sage who sagely. Okay, ignore me. That a spin did not go there. So putting the entire second part together, it's Who's the Sage who sagely sailed in to save our posteriors. Now that we've got 2, let's combine them and do the entire first half. So, okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to put parts 1 and 2 together to form the first half. So we have Who's the Mage, whose major itinerary is making all us merrier. Then we have Who's the Sage who sagely sailed in to save our posteriors. That's our first half. Here's a little trick. They used to do this in like the old tiny Broadway shows. It's like they'd have a hat and they'd go like this. So we're gonna do 2 of those. So you aren't gonna have a hat. So let's just throw this away. So we're gonna bring our head to our proverbial hat here, and then kick at the same time. Bring it out. So kick right, down, kick left, down. Both times we're bringing up that hat. So who's enthused for? Then on hot air ballooning, we're doing a little circle with our arms as we spin this way, like this. So who's enthused for hot air ballooning? And then on has all of us honeymooning. This is like the part right before it gets tricky. So you're gonna want to save as much breath as you can here, even though you're not singing. So has all of us honeymooning. So you're gonna put your arm like this, as if like you're linking arms with somebody. You know that old move they use in square dancing where it's like you and another person are just going around like that. We're gonna do that. Bring your left arm out like this, and then has all of us. So you're gonna take a step on your left foot, and then we're doing another sashay forward. So has all of Oz. So right goes forward, left meets it, and then right goes forward again. So has all of Oz. And then we're going to do another spin this time to the left. Honeymooning. You see how we're going the opposite direction of our arms that time? So we have has all of Oz honeymooning. So let's do that entire third part. So we got the hat, and spin, and then our sashay, then spin. So our part 3 is who's enthused for hot air ballooning? Has all of Oz honeymooning. Okay, it just now occurred to me that the camera might not be able to pick up when I'm like way over to the left or right. So I'm gonna do this last part in the center because it is by far the hardest. So on that like little so we're doing this. So we're doing 8 kicks to the front. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They have to be all in succession. It can't be like 1, 2. No, it has to be 1, 2. That's what we're looking for. And as we're doing that, we're gonna take our arms, put them flat like this. We're gonna push out 8 times. So every time we kick, our arms push out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's on the oohs. And then on isn't he, that should be your last two. So there should be 6 on the oohs, and then the last 2 should be on the isn't he. Sorry if I'm breathing a lot, it's just that this takes a while to come up with. So, ooh, isn't he? And then on wonderful. So you're gonna bring your arms down, and then we're gonna do like a little spin. You're gonna kick backwards, like that. So, wonderful. So there should be 4 kicks as you spin. Wonderful. And then our last part, we're gonna do like 3 of these little runs in place. So we're gonna do 1, 2, 3. I do from the side so it's easier to see. 1, 2, 3. So we have 1. So right arm is front, left arm is back, right foot is front, and left foot is front, right leg is back. And so we're doing one. So we're doing 1, 2, 3. So we switch. 1, 2, 3. Okay, again, facing forward, it's 1, 2, 3. And then we pose. And that is the end. That is the end of the audition. So we're just going to go over part 4 quickly. Then we're going to combine parts 3 and 4. And then we're going to put all of them together. So we have our ooh, isn't he wonderful? Our wonderful wizard, hey. So 3 of those, then pose. And now let's combine parts 3 and 4. Okay, do a full dance twice. Once by saying the moves, and once by saying the lyrics. And then you'll be good to go to start actually working on this with the music, because the music is very fast. I'm warning you now. So you gotta work if you want to get this perfect. So let's do parts 3 and 4 together. So who's enthused for hot air ballooning? Has all of Oz honeymooning? And ooh, isn't he wonderful? Our wonderful wizard. Alright, so let's run through this twice. So we have our ballet steps, and then our sashay to the left. Arms go up, and then we have our jazz square. Our arms alternate, so left, right, and again with that jazz square, it's cross, back, uncross, front. And then we have our 4 like little steps, so you have to go pretty quickly. Okay, so after this, 3, and then bump. So after you bring your left foot forward for that jazz square, you have to kind of immediately bring it back over to the side height for those. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we have our step, little jazzy steps there. Then we have our 3 little jumps, jump, feet out, and then circle spin. Remember, lean your weight into that left foot. So jump, and then we spin, and then we do our 2 pinwheels. Whoop. Then after that, we do our bow, hands go circles, then present to the floor. We have our little Broadway hat dance. Yeah, I have kick, down, spin, and arms should go around with it, like that. Both your body and your arms should be spinning. Okay, and then we have our little sashay here. Hook your partner, left arm out, step on left, then you sashay. Okay, and then we spin again. This time this way. Okay. Once again, arms spin with you. And then we have, push-outs as we do those very fast kicks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We lower our arms. We do our little circle. Oh, the back kicks. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we have our three little in place runs. 1, 2, 3, and then pose. So all together, it's who's the mage, whose major itinerary is making all us merrier. Who's the sage, who sagely sailed in to save our posteriors. Who's enthused for hot air ballooning, has all of us honeymooning. Ooh, isn't he wonderful, our wonderful wizard? And that is it. Now you're ready to go on to the actual track itself. Thank you for watching.